Oh boy, is the NASCAR antitrust lawsuit heating up right now, because none other than Richard Childress is going to testify in this court case. Now, the reason why I'm struggling to keep a straight face while I say that is because anybody that's been watching the channel, anybody that's been keeping up with these updates when it comes to this trial will know that, Richard Childress has been mentioned before, it's fair to say. He was not described in particularly glowing terms by the NASCAR executives, so much so that there were calls to sack the board effectively, fire the entire executive committee of NASCAR over these remarks because, like I said, they did not describe him in glowing terms. They basically called him a redneck, an idiot, stupid, and kind of called for him to receive a medieval punishment. I'll get into all that and more, guys, because this is going to be spicy when this happens. But when is Richard Childress going to go on the stand? Let's have a look. NASCAR Hall of Fame team owner Richard Childress could be called to the witness stand as early as Monday next week in the federal antitrust suit lodged against the top motorsport series in the United States. Childress's testimony should shed more light on the animosity between the teams and the series executives during the contentious 2+ years of negotiations on a new revenue sharing agreement, the controversial charter agreement. And we've heard all kinds of stuff when it comes to this, guys, all kinds of stories about how the team owners, even the ones that did sign, allegedly, according to some, didn't want to sign. They felt forced into signing the agreement. And Childress was one of the guys who signed that agreement. So it'll be fascinating to see what he thinks about this. And on top of that as well, Childress was the subject of several derogatory text messages which were leaked to the public during the fact-finding before this case actually went to trial. Now, the worst of the messages were sent by NASCAR Commissioner Steve Phelps, who described the 6-time championship-winning owner as, quote, a redneck who needs to be taken out back and flogged, end quote. That's that medieval punishment I was talking about. Not great, really. I mean, people say that certain messages and certain things should stay behind closed doors, but you don't really go sending stuff like that, do you? You shouldn't do anyway, I'll be honest. Now, NASCAR do appear to be on the back foot when it comes to this case because they essentially tried to make a deal with Michael Jordan, one of the co-owners of 23XI Racing, just before this trial got underway, effectively reach a settlement when it came to this. But Jordan said, nope, not doing that, which just kind of showed that he's very confident about getting a positive result for his team. And in fairness, NASCAR have made no secret about the fact they want to settle this case before the verdict is given. However, Denny Hamlin, Michael Jordan, and Bob Jenkins, the owners and co-owners of 23XI and Front Row Motorsports, the two teams that are directly involved in this lawsuit, want a combined $340 million in damages for this, something that NASCAR evidently do not want to accept. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. It could be as soon as Monday that Richard Childress is up there on the stand. I can't wait to hear what he's got to say. I imagine he has a few choice words, because if he had any kind of loyalty, any kind of sympathy for NASCAR, I think that has well and truly been thrown out of the window, launched out there. You're never going to see it again because it's not coming back. It is not a boomerang. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below on that one. Like, share, comment, subscribe as always, guys. Have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world today, and we'll see you very soon.